Hey everyone, Joshua Noesser, and we are doing a multi-part series of the Jeep Badge of Honor trails. This is going to be an epic adventure, and we're starting this adventure out here in Arizona on Backway to Crown King. Our plans are to hit as many trails as we can over the next 2.5 weeks. We're hoping to hit 18 to 25 Jeep Badge of Honor trails, and I'm planning this is going to be just a legendary trip. There'll be a lot of cool scenery, a lot of great wheeling, just overall a lot of fun. Well, we're airing down. It's time to get going. So sit back, stay tuned, and enjoy these videos. Jennings, where are we at?
Yep, Backway to Crown King in Arizona. So, this is a hard one. Let's see if Tails can get through it without any body damage.
Got your Generate armor.
I got my Generate armor. I don't have any skids or a lift, but...
So straight from the get-go, we noticed that there's a lot of people in the area heading up this trail. I was told this is a popular trail, so if you want to get ahead of the crowds, you get a good early start. But it did only take about a half a second, and the scenery was already top-notch. There were some cool camping spots, so I know in the future I'll park over there.
So the lower half of the trail is basically a dirt road. It does go through some houses, so make sure you slow down. Keep your dust down when you pass people. But the scenery is just superb. Very beautiful. Barrel cactus, the traditional Arizona cactuses everywhere you look. And then when you get to there's a rock with the CK. Could be Clark King, could be Crown King, you never know. But yeah, you make it right there. And from there, that's when the trail starts getting a little bit rougher. The lower section, you can probably carry a little bit of speed, 20 miles per hour, no problem. Up here, about 10 miles per hour. It's pretty bumpy, but nothing too bad. We're just going to keep on moseying up the trail and see what's next.
So as we worked our way up the mountain, I felt lucky to be in the passenger seat for once, because I got to enjoy all the beautiful scenery. There was obviously an old structure here. The rock fireplace would be actually a cool spot to camp. Saw a lot of old buildings, just sort of a unique area. The other thing I noticed is there is a ton of wildlife on this trail, and everywhere I look is just more and more wildlife. So it didn't take very long. The trail sort of worked out of the desert and now is to a brush hill area. The trail is definitely a little rougher than it used to be, but there is a lot of cars that have been abandoned on here. If you're in the passenger seat, look down every cliff, there's at least one down at the bottom.
So if you're from California and you want like a comparative trail so far, I would say Cleghorn. Now, if you're going to visit California, go check out Cleghorn if you like this trail. Very similar, has a ton of offshoots with different difficulty ranges. This one is more scenic than Cleghorn, but Cleghorn is actually a pretty scenic trail. Just most people don't look around and enjoy the beauty of the mountains that you're going through. Well, we're moving down the trail. Let's see what's ahead of us. So as you near the mining area, the trail does get a little rougher. There's some rock crawling because you're down in the bed. It's not too difficult. Stock four-wheel drive vehicle can do it. You just might have to pay attention, pick the right line, because there are some big rocks in there. You just don't want to go directly over them, just go around them. Well, looks like there's some wild pigs over here.
So the old mining area was one of the cool and unique features of the trail. You still get to see people are actively looking for gold out in this area. If you don't like shelf roads, this is not the trail for you. As you work your way up the mountain, the trail gets very narrow, and I do mean like 6-8 inches off the side of the tire to a straight down cliff. At the bottom of those cliffs, cars have gone off the side, which doesn't make you feel any more comfortable. So sitting in the passenger seat to this area, not a good thing if you don't like shelf roads. So it didn't take very long, and we started to see remnants of the old mining days up there. Of course, what comes with that? There's a lot of grave sites. So as we worked our way along the side of the cliff, it started getting really cold outside, and our first sign of snow. So we continued to head up the mountain, and the snow was getting thicker and thicker. It was making me seriously concerned that we might not be able to make the top of the mountain because the snow was picking up fast. I don't know what this was, and I was looking at it pretty hard as we went by. Well, we made it to one of the first required obstacles of the trail.
So as you get to the switchbacks, you actually encounter some of the required hard obstacles on the trail. At the very bottom of the switchbacks there is, or I guess it's technically sort of halfway up, there is a waterfall, a 4-foot ledge waterfall. Not far past that is 2 more obstacles. So there's a 3-foot that's required, and then another slalom waterfall that has a couple foot size rocks on it. The big note is that center obstacle, as that one is 100% required for everyone on the trail. And if you don't have sliders and you're in a stock vehicle, you're going to have to take the absolute perfect line. You do not want to get caught in that thing with anything hanging low, as it will likely catch. Or keep moving. I can actually see on that map into this trail, so I'm excited to see this old building.
So not far past the first required waterfall is a lot of rocks and stones that have been stacked that look like foundations or buildings all the time. It's really cool, but we wanted to keep moving because we want to hit the other trail in Arizona today. Well, Jennings and Tails was able to work through the second required obstacle pretty easily. This spot was definitely a lot easier than the first one. So not far past the second required obstacle, we ran into a group and something was going on. Well, we started talking to them, and funny thing is we were common friends through a couple people we know. All that was going on though, luckily for them, was that the shock came loose. So all they had to do is zip tie it back on, and we're moving. And all of a sudden, the bushes turned into pine trees.
We got into the forest, which was cool because we started in the desert, worked our way into the shrubs, and now we're in the forest. And all of a sudden, we're on a dirt road. I mean, well-maintained dirt road, and we're close to town. Looks like so on the map at least. I'm looking forward to seeing what's ahead of us. We're moving.
Well, we made it. We're at the saloon.
We gotta go.
So I was talking with the locals, and the bartender knew a little history about the place. So she decided to tell me. This is what she said.
I do know it was built in the late 1800s. It was in a town of Orville between here and Lake Pleasant. So if you came up the Backway, where all the boulders are stacked and you start to climb out, that's where the saloon was originally located.
Oh, okay.
It was disassembled and brought up to Crown King in the early 1900s by Burrow. So it took about 2 years to reassemble and reopen up here around 1906. Some say 1910, so somewhere in there.
Close enough.
The under part of the bar actually was in a town called Alexandria prior to going to Orville. So the bar is actually older than anything.
Wow.
The most populated mining towns in Arizona. I think it had over 10,000 people.
Wow.
And so produced a lot. Crown King, not so much. I mean, they were successful, but we understand the railroad ran actually less than 10 years up here. So they built it and then really didn't use it. They found that the cost involved and hauling everything down for processing just wasn't profiting enough. So they discontinued the railroad pretty quickly.
Really cool.
Yeah. Hopefully that helps.
So as I was exploring the bar, I noticed there was this one wall, and it was a memorial to everyone who's died up there or on the trail.
We gotta go get Tex. Well, I had a great lunch. The food was amazing. Definitely worth stopping at. Have a good snack. Well, it's time to head down the mountain, and we're gonna go hit Table Mesa. So we're gonna work our way down the mountain. Enjoy the Christmas trees. Look at this. Christmas trees. Christmas season's upon us. Someone decorated all the trees.
That's really cool.
From the Noesser family to everyone, Merry Christmas. Let's get off the mountain. Alright, so we made it down to Table Mesa, and this is one of the easiest trails, probably in the Badge of Honor program. I'm really looking forward to it. Been told a lot of people it's not very exciting, but there's some cool trails around it. So we're gonna get started and see what this is all about. So sit back and let's see what happens.
This is definitely dirt, gravel road. No need to air down. If you drive by the area, just jump off the freeway, drive to the end, drive back, get your badge.
Well, we made it to the trail. Uneventful. I would agree with other people's reviews. If you need the badge, just jump off the freeway. It's 5 minutes total, or 5 minutes to one in, 5 minutes back, 10-minute trail. Unless you want to come shoot, good spot to go shooting. There's definitely plenty of shooting spots on this trail. But past that, that's all you're going to have on this one. So, not really worth much. Better off on Backway to Crown King. That was a decent trail. Very close to the area. Heck, even the front way to Crown King was a whole lot better than this trail. Go do that. It's a 30-mile dirt drive, roughly, but it's beautiful. Well, we're almost back to the highway, just in this monologue, so that's how short this trail is. Our next adventure is going to take us out to Texas. We're heading to Big Bend National Park. We're going to do the Badge of Honor Trail there. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, please do so. Comment below and like. And please, please share this. That's what makes all this possible. Well, we're almost to the highway. Thank you for watching. Be safe. I hope to see you on the trail. Is it dry out here, Callie? Yeah. Are you sure? Action.
What are we doing?
What are you trying to say about my wife?
Loose. Normally I don't.
This is like so exciting for me. Like I can't really express just how excited I am to lie down and ride an RV.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. Make sure you comment below. And if you want to watch more videos like this, click on the 2 videos at the top of the screen. Thank you again for watching.